This is really important. Everything you do in life should be born out of the relationship you have with your Maker, with the Christ, with the Christus, with God who is your Adonai, who is your Lord. So anything you're doing, if you're doing it through God, then their reaction is not really important as much as the formation of the Christ in you. Remember what Paul said, that the little children who I travail until Christ is formed in you. If it's the Christ in you doing those things for people, the Christ in you loving people, the Christ in you being a good friend to people, the Christ in you being a good spouse, the Christ in you being a good parent, then even if they don't meet your expectation, it's not going to break you. All you just do is notice that they are at a place in their lives perhaps where you don't need to commit some things to them. Because how many people know that you don't give a huge massive car to a 12-year-old and say go drive? And so Jesus put it this way, we don't cast our pearls to, he didn't say not to cast pearls, he just said don't give it to the wrong individual or wrong place. So perhaps that person is not ready for your love, not ready for your sacrifice, not ready for what you're giving to them. It doesn't mean you don't give it, so you don't alter who you are. You do what you need to do, but don't have to channel it to the wrong place. They're not yet ready for that. So we don't need to. So the person who just spoke about vulnerability and hurts, my counsel is to let that love be anchored in Christ. Let that personality of giving be anchored in Christ. I'm giving because of Christ. I'm sowing a seed because of Christ. I'm nice to you because of Christ. Because God in me is nice to you. God in me is loving you. God in me is protective towards you. God in me is praying for you. Because it's whatever I'm doing for you is what God has permitted me to do. And if you don't receive it, I'm not going to shrink, stop giving, stop loving, get all vulnerable and crying. No, I just give it to the people who are ready.